Hey guys, how are you? Happy summer and happy summer and happy Monday. I am excited to show you some things that I'm going to be doing at my house this summer. And I don't know about y'all, but I thought about it the other day. I've had more people here at the house this summer when it's supposed to slow down than we do all during fall and winter. And so it's just been a lot of hubbub. But the part that I love the most is that it's easy, it's casual, but it's supposed to be really pretty and really fun. So I don't know about y'all, but it is about clipping those hydrangeas out of the garden, being able to take flowers that we've gotten from the farmer's market and just be able to put on an easy peasy table outside and invite some people over and grill. It can make it so much fun and so enjoyable for our guests. So I want to put my glasses on because I want to see you on here. I have something exciting though to share with you. You probably, hey guys, as you pop on here, say hello, tell me where you're tuning in from. And here's the exciting thing. Anytime we do Finish Fridays or Maker Mondays, we always have a code for you. And we've got a code today. It's called MM22. MM22. And I think that stands for Maker Monday. And I'm guessing today is July 22nd.
Lowercase.
Yes, and it's lowercase MM22. So I want to show you, these are two amazing stencils. Do you have these? These are absolutely adorable, and I have had the best time. This is our Julia Childs. This is our Julia Childs Bon Appetit. Look at this. And the detail on this is absolutely amazing. And then I have partnered it with another stencil that we have that has a lot of the silverware, eat, drink, and be merry on it. I'm going to show you how I've used this to be able to entertain in my house this summer. So I'm real excited to be able to show you what I've done. It's so cute. But I want you to be sure and share this video. Tag some good friends that you know love to craft a beautiful life. And your name is going to go in for a drawing. And in just a few days, we're going to announce the winner. And I'm going to send you this Bon Appetit Julia Child stencil absolutely free. And I'll also pay for shipping. So all you have to do is share this video and tag some friends. And usually if they're good friends of yours and that you share that commonality, I always joke and say that we're sisters from another mother, because having a beautiful home, crafting a beautiful life is very important to us. So I love these stencils, but even more, I want to show you what I have done with them and how easy and how fun it is. Are you ready? So be sure as you pop on here, say hello, tell me where you're tuning in from. I just love seeing, yes, you're right, MM22, that's it. I love seeing where you're tuning in from. And I want to show you, this is so cute. Are you ready? So cute. I am all about making my visitors, people that come to my house, feel special. If I do something just a little out of the ordinary, they're like, oh my gosh, Amy, this is so cute. I love this. And they feel very special. All right, so I'm going to turn this down. I want you to be able to see it. So as you pop on here, tell me where you're tuning in from. And I want you to see, does this kind of show up? Let me turn that just a little bit. Awesome. Okay, so this is a hand towel that I have done. I'm gonna ask you to think outside of the box for a minute. So a lot of times when we have our guests and we're entertaining, we'll give them just a regular napkin. And I love the idea of being able to use tea towels, to be able to use larger towels. And this is absolutely something that you can have as a gift for them. So as you set your table, as you're making it really cute, you've got some flowers that you've gotten out of your garden or maybe the farmer's market, to be able to have something that's contrasting with your table setting, I think it makes it look that much nicer. Now, I've gone with a taupe and a cream because my chairs are kind of a taupe color. And I like playing it up with the silverware. I just think this looks so happy and fun. And I'm going to show you something that I also do with my bamboo plates if I don't want to use my just my everyday china. So I want to be able to get started. Again, as you pop on here, say hey and take advantage of the code that we have today that is MM22. It allows you on everything that I'm using on the two stencils that I'm sharing with you, as well as our inks are going to be 20% off. So that way, I want to make sure that you have a lot of fun being able to recreate these looks and make your people that you're entertaining with and that are your guests feel that much more special. All right, so I'm going to move these out of the way. And I want to be able to show you. Now, this is something I do want to show you. All of my silverware is mismatched. None of it matches. And that's okay to me because I go to all kinds of estate sales, vintage sales, and I just love the character that it has to be able to have them mismatched. So don't ever think that it's all got to match to be fancy. I like it, the casualness of it. I think it just makes it a lot more fun. All right, so now I'm going to go on and remove my placemat and my dish here to be able to show you. And if you have not used our inks before, it's really important to make sure that you put something below or underneath your linen. If you're working with tea towels, hand towels, now this is also something that you could actually put in your bathroom if you wanted to, but I like using them too as napkins. All right, so I just took my cardboard from the back of my stencil and I placed it underneath my napkin. And I'm going to lay that here. So now I'm going to go on and take my silverware. Now, you'll notice on this stencil that I love, these are really large spoon, knife, and fork. This right here would be a fantastic plaque. It would be a great wood board. It would be great to be able to put on a shelf in your kitchen that looks fabulous. But I also love being able to use these to be able to put like on my tea towels. Bon Appetit, I've used it on my plates. I will show you. I've got another one that I'm going to show you in just a minute. But this also looks really cute, not only on the napkin, but also etched on glass is adorable. So I'm going to go on and cut this out. If you're not familiar with our stencils, they are adhesive. And the mesh material allows you to be able to just cut them. I'm always going to be cutting them, and I'll keep them together and put them back in the pouch that they came in. So I'm going to, just for sake of time today, I'm going to work on this just a little bit at the top. I'm not going to put the Bon Appetit on the back. And I'm going to pull the adhesive away from the backing and also keep these. I'm going to walk you through and show you how to clean these as well. All right, so now I'm just going to go in and place that down. Some people will ask me, they're like, Amy, how many times can I use a stencil? I'll use it up to maybe 15 to 20 times. I have no problem with that, my adhesion. And a lot of times, if your adhesion is not as good, it may be a situation where maybe you're not drying it properly or allowing or cleaning it. So I'm going to show you that today as well. So the two colors that I did that you can see here on the front, I used Can't Never Could here, and then I used Well I Declare here. This is my white ink and my black ink. So now I've just flipped this over, and I'm going to show you on the other side. Again, I put this underneath because it will bleed through. If you're not careful, you want to make sure that you've got that there. And I'm going to go on and just take my squeegee. Now, as a rule, and you're going to see, I'm going to show you in just a minute on my mason jar how I'll use an artist brush. But now this, I want to make sure that I use my squeegee because I want to press that ink through this stencil onto my fabric. Now, I like working with the taupe and the white. I just think it's a really monochromatic, really pretty color. And I love how it looks with my yellow flowers. So I want to make sure you can see me. So I'm just going to load this ink up on the back of my squeegee. And creating a little bit of tension, I'm going to hold this at the top and I'm going to press down and go down. Now I will tell you, I'm wanting to work fairly quickly. I'm going to flip my squeegee around at that bottom. I'm going to go now over to my fork. This is something that if you have children or grandchildren and you want to be able to work on projects with them, this is definitely something that they can do and enjoy. I'm going to load up just a little bit more. Now, the other thing is when I use these, and when it's time to go and wash them here, before I'm going to lay this down at the table for somebody to use, I'm going to make sure that I come back with my iron and I'm going to heat set this. So I will take a little towel, just a regular cloth, piece of cotton, or you can use a t-shirt, and I'm going to go over it. I'm going to set the cloth on top of it, and I'm going to go over it because I want to make sure that I heat set it. And because this is linen, it's going to shrink. So I always make sure that I clean it with cold water. And I do not put it in the washing machine. I want to make sure that it's going to be nice and dry, but I don't want it to shrink up. And if I make sure that I have washed it in cold water, I lay it out to dry, I'm going to be much happier with the results. All right, so now I'm going to test this. Look at this. Does this ever get old? No. The detail on our stencils is absolutely divine. That to me, oh my gosh, guys, look at that. Is that the most sophisticated design? Look at that. Don't you love it with the taupe and that white stripe? That is just yummy. Those of you, and I know there's a lot of gals that are part of a maker studio. They love crafting, they resell their things. This is something that you can totally resell. You can customize them. You can even get some of our names. You can do little names here. I could cut up Eat, Drink, and Be Merry. I'm going to show you another stencil that we have that I absolutely love that kind of goes with this Bon Appetit by Julia Childs. And what I did to my cake platter top. This is also something I want to show you on the back. Now, I'm going to allow this to dry for a good hour, an hour and a half. Then I'm going to come back on top of it, and I can take a thin cloth like this. I'll lay it on top, and then I'm going to make sure that I just go around with my iron for about, I would say, 5 minutes. Just continue to go around it. What that does is that heat sets it down into the fabric, and it's going to allow it to be able to set so that way it's not going to fade away. And again, use cold water when you wash it. Do not put it in the dryer. Of course, if you do t-shirts and that type of thing, a lot of times I will turn them inside out. When I'm working with my napkins like this, or my tea towels, it's really hard for me. I can't turn them inside out. Now, I have had people tell me they will put theirs into a pillowcase and wash them. That way it kind of protects the inks and makes it stay really nice that much longer. All right, so now the next thing I want to show you is, this is a tea towel that I had done. I will too. This is not the next thing I was going to show you, but I get these little tea towels. We can get a pack of 10, and they're great for you to be able to just keep near your sink if you want to wash your hands, or I'm constantly cleaning my counters down, and I will hang this over the arm on my oven. So it's fun to make these tea towels. And I just love this Julia Child's quote on this stencil. So I thought it was very apropos. But I want to be able to show you the other stencil that I have that I absolutely adore. And it's this one. They kind of go together with the Bon Appetit, but I love the Eat, Drink, and Be Merry. I love this laurel wreath. Let me show you something really fun, and maybe if you hadn't thought about it. I did a combination. Has anybody ever used those bamboo plates? If you don't want to wash plates in the summer and you want to be able to have it so people can just kind of sit outside, here's a fun idea. I will take the bamboo plates that are very inexpensive. They're all throwaway. And I will use my inks and I'll do a little pattern, a little design, some wordings on the bamboo, and it's absolutely adorable. It really just kind of elevates it and makes it look that much cuter. Here's another idea that you can do. You can take your cloth placemats, you can take your tea towels and make them into placemats, and then you can even use things like foam core. If you've got little people that you want to be able to make a table at for them to be able to sit, look how fun this is. So I just took my inks, I took a piece of foam core, and it literally made a placemat for them. So if you want to be able to have it when they get through eating, Here's a fun idea. If you wanted to just take a bowl, you could have some stencils and some of our chalk art, and then that way your grandchildren can use this as a canvas to be able to draw on. But I like doing things that make them feel very special. And our grandson, Neff, literally has a little table and his colors and crayons and papers and things that he has in our den right next to our kitchen table, and he loves drawing. So what a great idea for your grandchildren to be able to do a foam core placemat like this and have it where they can draw on it after they've eaten. And with these bamboo plates, they're much more sturdy than Chinette, but I can toss them in the garbage and I'm not worried about having to clean anything afterwards. So I wanted to show you that. That's a fun, great, easy, entertaining idea for summer. And it really makes the little people in your house, or even maybe the adults for that matter, have a lot of fun with their place setting. So now something else that I wanted to be able to show you, this is my cake topper. Now, this is part of the reason why I love this particular stencil that I'm showing you today, is because I love the fact that the silverware, one, is very ornate. They're all different. What did I tell you? None of my silverware matches. So I love that these don't match. They're very vintage feeling. And it makes for a great border. So you can make the border on anything. It's great on maybe a tea towel. You could use it on your napkins. There's just a whole lot of things that I would use this on. The other thing, don't always think that have to use the base. One thing that I thought about working on is I would literally take this stencil, and I want to show you. I could go around on my round placemat all the way around and just use the tip of my silverware and go all the way around a round placemat. That would absolutely be adorable. But I wanted to show you what I did with my cake topper. Look at this. Can you see? Is that not the cutest? So this looked kind of boring to me. Now, y'all know I am one of those people. I'm a thrifter. I love going to estate sales. Every piece of glass in my house I have gotten at an estate sale. And so I love the fact that, one, I'm not real committed to them. I can change them up all the time. And to me, that makes it that much more fun. So now when I have this here, Gene's birthday is Thursday. So I am trying to get things ready for his birthday. But I thought I'm going to make this really cute to be able to put his birthday cake in it. And so I etched the edge. Is that not the cutest? Look at that. And I really think it takes it to the next level. So it's so easy. And I'm going to show you a fun idea that's really easy to entertain for the summer that's going to make it where you can definitely impress your friends. Now, we all have mason jars. Nothing to me says summer like a mason jar. And I have no problem with it to put a cute little yellow and white straw in this to be able to match my lemonade or whatever it is that I'm preparing. People love drinking out of a mason jar. It just kind of makes it more fun. It's definitely part of summer. And so, of course, we've got the emblem on the front of our mason jar. And I want to show you on the back, on this stencil that I'm showing you today, the Eat, Drink, and Be Merry. Here's the other thing that I love. I will do a different design or a pattern on every glass. There's nothing worse than being outside. Maybe you're out, you're playing lawn games or whatever, and people are like, was that my glass? And you're like, no, mine said Eat, Drink, and Be Merry on it. Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. Mine had the silverware on it. So it's kind of like wine charms in a way that people have, but we're big tea drinkers here. We're in the South, we're big lemonade drinkers, and I love mixing tea and lemonade together. So a mason jar is a darling idea just because it's casual and it just feels like summer. So I want to show you, as you're doing that, just how easy it is to be able to etch it. I'm going to be using my Maker Studio etching cream. And guys, this is one of the easiest, most fun things to do. It's very satisfying. And your guests are going to think you've really gone to a lot of trouble to make them feel very special. All right, so now I'm just going to be using our artist brush, and I'm going to dip my brush into my etching cream. And the process of etching is, one, it's so easy. This could even be a fun little project. I've had it to where if I have baby showers or wedding showers, or maybe it's just even somebody's birthday party, you could lay out I'm having the best fun thinking about this. You could lay out all the mason jars and you can have the stencils and have the etching cream and say, and then some brushes and say, here, make your own glass. And that's going to be a gift for you to be able to take home with you. Would that not be so fun? You know, part of making, to me, something memorable for your guest when you're entertaining is to give them an activity that they're like, she's so creative. I love going to her house. She always makes us feel very welcome, but she always does things out of the box. And this is just so fun and so easy, and definitely something that they can take home with them. And it won't get messed up with everybody's glasses. All right, so now I want you to notice one thing. Look how much I put on here. It's loaded up. This is not um, where a lot of times we'll say less is more. No, we want a whole lot on here because this is going to allow us to be able to make sure that it goes through this mesh and we're only getting it on the area where it's white, just like we would if we had our ink. And a lot of times I'll just load it up and I'm lathering it. And when I'm going around kind of in circles, it's pressing those particles of the etching cream through the stencil to make sure that we're going to get a really pretty image on the other side. All right, so now I want to show you the process of actually washing this. I'm going to put my top back on my etching cream. And this is cleaned with water. So that way I'm just going to put this in a container in my sink. And that way it's going to be cleaned with soap and water. I don't have to clean it with anything like mineral spirits or anything like that. So I am good. All right, so now I've got a bowl here. I just wanted to just kind of show you. This has got some water in it. I usually will have a bowl of water or some Tupperware when I'm actually in the process of using my inks or some ceramic paints or chalk art or etching cream because it's easy to clean and I can lay my stencil out. So now I'm just going to take a paper towel. Always keep these here on my sink. And I'm going to dip it down into my tap water. And I'm just going to rinse this off my stencil. Now, you can do two things. You can take the stencil off and then clean it, or you can clean it with the actual stencil on. So now I'm just going to take this edge and I'm going to pull that off, and then I'm going to continue to wash it just a little bit more. Now, what happens a lot of times when people are etching their glasses, they'll say, oh no, what happened? It disappeared. Well, here's the deal. When you come back and you're actually drying it, it reappears. So I'm going to dry this off. And the other thing is too, when this is etched, it's not going to, can you see? I've got a lot of glare. Can you see that? Look. When you put these in the dishwasher, it is not going to come off. This is permanent. This is actually etched into the glass. It's customized it. It's made it so cute. And I will say, no, I'm seeing your questions on here. As long as it sits on here for about 3 minutes, then I'm good to go. I just want to make sure that I have pressed it through my stencil. And when I was working on my cake topper, it probably sat for maybe 2.5, 3 minutes. If you want it to set just a little bit longer, it can. But look at that. Is that not darling? Those of you that are just now popping on here, I'm going to enjoy the bragging rights a little bit. I want you to see. This is what I love. Once the glass dries down, this is how it looks. It's going to take just a minute for this to kind of dry down for you to be able to see it on my mason jar, but it's absolutely, positively the cutest thing ever. I think it's also very classic. It's very elegant, and it's permanent. It's not going to wash away. It's not going to have any issues. And if you want, you can go to the Dollar Tree. You can get some glasses at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to have it. I just want you to be able to see, as far as putting your lemon slices in here, just how cute it looks. I need to get some tea. Put a cute little matching straw in here, and it's going to be absolutely adorable. I think doing things like this makes it that much more fun, makes entertaining a lot of fun, and having the theme of the stencils that we have makes it that much more easy to do. So if I can manipulate this. So anyway, I hope I hope you've enjoyed the two new stencils that I wanted to share with you today, the Julia Childs and this one. Look at this. The detail on them is absolutely fabulous, and take advantage of our Maker Monday special. Just use the code MM22. That way you'll get 20% off on these adorable two stencils that we've got. And that way you can make your guest feel welcomed and like you went to a lot of trouble. But in fact, it was just kind of something that you truly enjoyed doing. I hope you have a fabulous Monday. Thank you for tuning in, and share this video and tag some good friends that you know love crafting a beautiful life. They'll love it, love you for it, and your name will go in for a drawing. We're going to be giving away the Julia Child's Bon Appetit stencil, and your name will go in for a drawing, and I'll even pay to ship it to you. So all you have to do is share. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.